Hi everyone, it's Karen. Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome. I'm happy to have you. In today's video, we're going to be doing sort of like a tutorial on how I use my budget worksheets on my iPad using Goodnotes. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Okay, so I just want to preface this video by saying that I am not an expert on Goodnotes. I don't know all of the tools that are available. There are other tutorials on YouTube that show how to use all of the tools and things like that, but I just use the basic things for my budget. So what you'll need is an iPad. I'm assuming if you're watching this, you already have one, which is why you want to, know how to use it. So, let's see. Okay, so what you're going to need, let me zoom in. I'm going to try to keep this upright as much as possible, even though I'm used to writing in a tilted way. So I'm going to try to keep this upright. Let me see if I can zoom you in. Just a little bit. Okay. And then move this up. Okay, so you're going to need the Goodnotes app, which looks like this. Let's see if it's going to focus for you. It's this one right here that looks like a pad of paper with a pen. Okay, and you can download that from the App Store. And oh, another thing I wanted to say is this is all I use an iPad, so I don't know how to do this on a tablet. I'm sure Goodnotes is available on a regular non-Apple product, but I don't know how to use it for that or use that because I use Apple products. So you're going to want to download the Goodnotes app, and then also whatever PDF budget worksheet that you want to use, or I mean any PDF you can use on Goodnotes. Hold please, coffee. Okay, so once you have those downloaded, then you just go into the app, and the app is free. Hold on, let me see if that'll focus for you. Is that gonna focus? Okay, the app is free, but I think with the free version you can only have two or three documents. I think you can have three. The paid version is $9.99, so $10, and then you can have as many documents, as many file folders that you want. So it looks like this is having a hard time focusing. I wonder if it will help if I zoom you out. But then if I zoom you out, you're not going to be able to see as well. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go here, the little plus sign, and it says new. So you're going to want to tap that, and then you're going to want to import, which is this one. Will it help if I use my pencil? You're going to do import, and then you're going to go to wherever it is that you saved your PDF document. For me, it's on my desktop, and I'm going to be using my budget bundle as an example, and that bundle is available in my Etsy shop. So I'm going to be using that as an example. So I'm just going to tap there, and then I'm going to go up here to the corner, and I'm going to click open, and that's going to open it as a document on my iPad. Okay, so in my bundle, let me see if I can zoom you in again, see if it'll stay focused since it's one worksheet. Okay, so in my bundle I have a budget worksheet, which is the one that has 2 lines for income. It has a few lines for bills, expenses, savings, and then a larger area for sinking funds over here. It's made to be like a condensed version of the budget worksheet. It also comes with this budget worksheet, which is the one that I use in my videos. It has a few more lines for income, few more lines for bills, a few more lines for expenses and savings, and then all of your sinking funds are on a separate worksheet. And this is what I use in my budget. When I do my budget with me's, I use this worksheet and this sinking funds worksheet. So this all comes in your bundle in addition to the cash envelope breakdown and an expense tracker. That comes in the budget bundle. Okay, so this is what you are going to want to start with. So we'll just use this one as an example. Now it's all blank because obviously you don't have the same categories as I do. So when I do mine, I created these on Canva. So I'll go in on Canva and insert all my categories and then just save it and use that one. But since these are all blank, what you can do is you can come up here to the top and let me just bring this up so you can see. There's a little box right here with a T. That's your text box. So you're just going to tap there. You're just going to tap there and it'll give you the option to choose your font and to choose your font size and also your color, the color that you want to write with. So for right now, it's just set to black. So I'm going to tap now anywhere on my iPad right there, and it's going to put a box. So I can type like income 1, okay, and then just tap outside of the box and then tap the box and then you can move it. So you can do income 1, and then you can also do, you can either tap another text box and create a new text box, or you can tap this one and it'll bring up this little bar, like a little menu bar, and you can just put copy. Where'd it go? Oh, and then paste. Okay, so you have income 1 and income 2. Oh, hold on. I messed that up. Hold please. Okay, let's start over. Tap the text box anywhere on your page and income 1, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and do it right here, and I'm going to do copy and then tap somewhere else and then do I'm sorry you guys, I don't know why it's not letting me paste. Okay, I figured it out. Okay, so income 1, income 2, and then you can go into the box and delete the number 1 and put your income 2. Okay, so see how income 2 is now 2 lines? It's because it doesn't fit in the box. So you can just hold on this little blue dot and drag it this way a little bit to expand your box, and then it's on the same line. Okay, so let's do that again so you can see. So let's go to income 2 and we're going to copy, and then we're going to just tap somewhere else and then hold it till we get an empty square, and then we're going to hold it, wait, and then do paste, and that'll give us income 2. So let's delete all of this and say we're moving on to our bills and we have a mortgage. Okay, so you can move the boxes now. You can come to income 1 and you can put it up here, and income 2 and put it here. If you have, you know, depending on, again, your own personal budget. And then you can start with your bills and take your mortgage and put it here under bills. So again, let's do mortgage. What else would we have? We would have our electricity, and then we can move that here, and then tap again, and it'll give you another box. We would have maybe water, and then we can move that, and then coming down to our expenses, maybe we have groceries, and then move it, then maybe fuel. I'll just, oops, not Youll. It's not Youll, you guys, it's fuel. Fuel, oops. And again, as you can see, I'm not an expert on how to use all of the tools, but I make do with, you know, what I need. Let's do eating out. And then we can move that. And then what's another expense category that people have? Groceries, gas, eating out. Maybe they have, sorry, my hand's falling asleep. Oh, look at, oh, you know what it is, I think? My lighting goes kind of dark when I have my iPad screen on, because it doesn't do that when I don't have my iPad. I think that's why. Okay, so let's just do fun money, and then put that over here, or spending. I think some people call it spending. Okay, so then we could also come over here and do now our sinking funds. We could do like Christmas, and you can just tap anywhere and then just straighten them all out later. Birthday. What's another sinking fund? Car maintenance. Okay, so we can move Christmas. Let's get birthday. Let's get car maintenance. And see how car maintenance is bigger than the column? You can tap up here on the font and then just move it down a little bit. Just drag the little dot. There's a little dot that you can, it's like a sliding scale, and you just go this way for smaller and go this way for bigger until it fits how you want it to. Okay, so once you have all of your categories, you can, sorry, my hand is falling asleep. I've been having issues with that. It's gonna save it for you like this automatically. So then, like first, if I get out of this, if I close it out, let me close this out and go back into my Goodnotes. My document right here, it's all saved. All of the categories are saved for you. So then you can go over here to the little pen right here. That's this one. And again, you can pick your line size, how big of a point you want on your pen, what color you want to write with. When I do my budget, I usually do green, and then you can just enlarge it. See, so all of your categories are here, and you can now write however much your income is. 1,600 for income 1, maybe 2,000 for income number 2. You can write up here, which is what I do, my pay date and my budget cycle, however long your payday is going to last you, whether it's 2 weeks, 1 week, a whole month, however you budget. I budget by paycheck, so that is how this is set up. And then you can put your mortgage here, your electricity, maybe it's $70, your water, maybe it's $80, and then, you know, fill in your amounts to work out your budget. This little tool up here, it's like a fat, like a little fat marker. This is the eraser. It's right next to the pen. And you can pick your size of eraser here. Let me see. Okay, see these little circles? There's this one, and then this one, and then this one. So this is a smaller eraser, this is a bigger eraser, and this is the biggest eraser. So if you only have like little words you want to erase, this one would be good. If you want to erase like a whole page, like once you're done setting up your whole budget and that's worked for you and now you're getting paid again and you want to reuse the worksheet, you want to erase everything, you can use this big bubble. And it will only erase what you've written. It won't erase what is typed. So like if I do this little eraser, the small one that I have it set to, and I scribble and I just go over like this what I wrote. It'll erase what I wrote, but it won't erase what I typed. So you can, once your categories are in there, they'll just be there until you change them. So after you're done with this, then you don't need this one because you're not using that one. You could also put additional sinking funds here if you want to. The budget bundle is yours to use for what you need, what you don't need, and then your cash envelope breakdown. You fill in your categories again here by using the little text box icon, and then just, you know, work through it however you want. You could, for your expense tracker, since they're probably going, they may or may not change. Well, they're going to change depending on when you spend, how, and what category you spend from, so you can just write everything in here. Or if you want to take the time, you can use a text box and put everything in there so it's nice and pretty, however you want to do that. So that's just a quick kind of tutorial on how I would use this on my iPad. And again, if you want to, you can take like your mortgage, how I was doing the copying and pasting, like if I do go back to my text up here and kind of hold it there and, you know, hold please. Okay, so I want to do mortgage. I want to tap mortgage. Okay, and it's going to bring me up this little bar. I want to do copy. Okay, and then I want to go over here to my cash envelope breakdown and tap there and hold it and do paste, and it'll paste mortgage in here for me. Now I wouldn't pull cash out for my mortgage. Me personally, I don't pull cash out for my bills. I pay them online, but I know that some people, for their mortgage, they break it down. If they get paid twice a month, they'll take half their mortgage out of one paycheck and half their mortgage out of the other paycheck, so that it's not one big hit to their income once a month. They kind of break it down. Or if they get paid every week, they'll take a little bit of their mortgage every week, divide it by 4 roughly, and then just stuff the cash, and then once they're ready to make their payment, they take the cash, put it to the bank, and make their payment online. Some people do it that way. So if that's you, then yes, you could just copy paste all of your categories, including your mortgage, over here for your cash envelope breakdown. And then again, if we want to grab groceries, we'll just tap there. It'll bring up our little bar, and we can do copy and go back over to the cash envelope breakdown. Tap there to bring up a text box, and then just kind of hold it and then do paste, and then we'll have our groceries. And you can do that for all of your categories. And then, like I said, once they're all typed in there, you don't have to do it again. So the setup is going to take a little bit depending on how many categories you have, but once it's all set up, then the typed part, the text boxes, will stay. They won't erase or anything like that. And then you can just copy paste. So once you have your budget all set up, and you can go back out to your main area here, and you can tap this little, there's like a little tiny down arrow right here. You can tap there, and then you can duplicate your budget, so you don't have to keep typing the categories over and over again. So you could duplicate your budget. So now we have a copy of it. If we open this one now, say this is our second paycheck of the month, and we don't have to pay electricity or water, you can tap your text box, tap into electricity, and you can either delete it or or you can double tap into the box and then just erase your category and put whatever bill you have to pay that month. Maybe it's your Visa, and I didn't quite. And then maybe you're not paying for water this time. Maybe you're paying for car insurance. And again, see how it's not fitting into the parameters of the box because water is a smaller word, obviously, than car insurance. You can just tap on one of these little blue dots and just drag the box a little bit wider until it fits. Okay, so now we have a little mark there. So let's get our eraser and just erase that little mark. And so now we have our bills for the next budget cycle. So you can keep copying and pasting entire sheets, entire workbooks, and then just use it from there. So like I said, let's go back out to here. The free version you could have 3 documents. So if you want to pay, it's a one-time $10 charge, and then you never have to pay again. It's not annual or anything like that. It's one-time $10 for the app, which I recommend if you can fit that into your budget. You could even make a sinking fund for Goodnotes. And then once you build up, you know, $2 a paycheck, once you're at 5 paychecks, then you can purchase Goodnotes. However you want to do that, if you want to do it. But if you're going to be saving all of this onto your iPad, that's what I would recommend that you do, that you purchase the purchase version because you get more options with it. For me personally, you guys know that I like my paper budget. So that's what I don't save any of it on my iPad. But if you want to, you could take your first one. This is the first one we did, and just tap on that little down arrow and then go up here to the box, and then we could rename this. Let's see, just get rid of all this and rename this April 1 paycheck. And then we could take the copy that we did, and go up here to the box and just get rid of all of this and name this April 2. So now you have your April 1 and your April 2 saved on your iPad. So if you have the paid version, you could tap here for new, and you could do a new folder, and then you could put 2024. Okay, and then you could just take your April 1 budget and move it into 2024. Take your April 2 budget, move it into 2024, and then as you go, then you could just keep copying, duplicating your budget worksheets, and then do your May 1 and May 2, and then do June 1 and June 2. So your May 1 and June 1 will most likely look very similar to your April 1 as far as your categories, especially as they relate to your bills. They should be kind of roughly the same depending, but for the most part, like for me, my gas and water are always paid out of for the most part, my first paycheck of the month. But there may be some variation, but you could duplicate April 1 and for May 1 and for June 1, and then April 2 for May 2 and June 2, and just adjust it as needed. But then all of it will be here in your 2024 folder if you want to save everything on your iPad. That's what I would suggest that you do. So I don't know if there's anything. Oh yeah, let's see. Let's pull up our budget. So this little icon right here, so you have your pen to the left, and then next to it is your eraser, and then next to that is the highlighter. And again, you can choose all of your colors over here. You can choose the width of the tip of your highlighter. I would suggest going in and, like I said, going in and playing with all these little tools. I'm not familiar with all of them, only the ones that I need as they relate to my budget, because I really don't do much else on Goodnotes other than my budget. So you could tap the highlighter. Mine is already set to pink, and then you can just highlight if you need to certain categories. And then if you do one big highlight and hold it, it'll make your highlight line straight. Mine is just, I just scribble here and there. And then this little this little icon that's like an arrow going this way, pointing this way. It kind of curves and points that way. That's the erase button, and that'll erase what you did. Kind of like the undo button. But yeah, as far as all of the other icons up here, I'm not familiar with how to use them because I don't need them. But that's just basically what I need for my budget worksheets. Okay, so I don't know if that was helpful. I hope it was. I hope that you can see that you can, once you get used to it, it's a very simple process. Also, I wanted to show you, if I do, let's go into 2024, if I want to add something new to my 2024, I can grab anything that is a PDF. So let's go to my desktop, and say you want to do the 52-week challenge. I have this available in my shop as well, and it comes 3 to a page. But if you wanted to do the challenge, you could get your little highlight or your pen or however you want to fill in the envelope. And like say you save $29, you could color in the envelope. And then if you save $4, you can color in this envelope. And you could keep track of your savings challenges on your iPad too, if that's the way you wanted to do it. Okay. You just color in the little icons. I think as long as it's a PDF, you can import it into Goodnotes. And I, again, personally, I like paper, but if this is something that you like, you prefer to have things all stored electronically, then you could, track your savings trackers this way too. You could also, if you wanted to, let me see if I have it. Let's see. You could also pull up your mini savings challenges. These are these can be used for mini Mondays if that's what you do, or again, you could just use these for whatever on your iPad and track it that way. So like if this one I wanted to do blue and then color in the raindrops as I save, you can track them on here as well. It's very versatile if you like to track things electronically. So yeah, I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions or comments, leave those down below and I'll try to answer them the best I can. Like I said, I am not an expert on Goodnotes. I only know the tools that I need in order to use it for how I want to use it, which is my budget. So if you're interested on the other tools on Goodnotes, I'm sure there's tutorials on YouTube on how to use everything else. But for me, I just basically use the pen, the eraser, and the highlighter. And then just showed you how to use the text boxes so that you can fill in all of your own categories. So like I said, if you have any questions, leave them down below. I can't promise I'll be able to answer them, but I will try. And yeah, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up on your way out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And thank you guys so much for being here. I will see you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye.